The silent town. There are towns you can visit. There are towns you read about in history books. And then there are towns you're told to forget. One such place lies hidden deep in the forests of Maine, USA. Marked faintly on old maps, yet erased from every modern GPS. Its name is Grayfield. For decades, whispers have surrounded this forgotten town. They say it is a place where time stopped on a single day in 1987, and silence swallowed everything that once lived there. The first modern glimpse of Grayfield came in 2004, when an urban explorer ventured down an overgrown forest road. The pavement cracked, roots breaking through, moss covering every surface. At the road's end, he saw a sign. Green, rusted, letters almost gone under decades of weather. Welcome to Grayfield established. 1889. Beyond that sign lay a town frozen in the 1980s. Street lamps leaned at odd angles. Billboards advertised products from years past. One soda advertisement proudly displayed the year 1986 at the bottom. Posters along the walls announced the Grayfield Summer Fair, June 13, 1987. But the fair never came. By then, the town had already vanished. Walking down the main street, the explorer documented the strangest sights. Shops were intact. Grocery stores with cans of soup lined neatly on the shelves, long rusted. A shoe store had rows of shoes, untouched and covered in dust. In the diner, coffee cups sat on the counter, dried to powder, yet still upright. Cars lined the street with keys left in their ignitions. And everywhere, complete silence. No birds, no wind-rustling leaves, not even the sound of footsteps. Even when he tapped the diner window, the glass moved. But the sound never reached the camera. Grayfield Elementary School was no different. Desks held notebooks, still open to half-finished sentences. One child's handwriting stopped mid-thought. Today we are going to... And then nothing more. On the blackboard, the date was written clearly. Friday, June 12th, 1987. It was the very last day anyone in town had recorded activity. Inside the gymnasium, basketballs rested mid-court. Benches pulled out as if waiting for the crowd. It was as though a game was about to start, and then everyone simply disappeared. The railway station, too, told the same story. A train stood still on the tracks, doors wide open, luggage stacked carefully in racks. Newspapers, yellowed with age, were scattered across the seats. The date on the front page read, June 12th, 1987, the headline shouting, Cold War talks heat up in Europe. The paper fluttered slightly in a faint breeze, and yet no sound was recorded, not a rustle, not a murmur. Grayfield had been swallowed by silence. In the center of the town, an old clock tower rose high, its hands frozen at 3:15. No ticking, no chime, no movement. At the base of the tower, carved roughly into stone, was a symbol, a circle with 3 vertical lines inside. The same mark was found on walls, doors, sidewalks, even drawn in chalk. No one has ever deciphered its meaning. In 1988, a year after the town had been abandoned, official investigators entered Grayfield. Homes were full of belongings. Televisions flickered with static. Dinner tables were set, rotting food still in place. Yet, no bodies, not a single human trace. Every clock they found was frozen at 3:15. Every audio device failed completely. The lead investigator left a note in his log. We felt watched by something we could not hear. In 1992, hikers stumbled upon a farmhouse with a diary inside. The last entry was dated June 12th, 1987, 3:10 p.m. It read, "The siren is sounding again. They told us to stay calm, but the sound is not outside. It's inside our heads. I can't hear my own voice anymore. If this is my last entry, whoever finds it, please, do not stay here after 3:15. 5 minutes later, all the clocks in Grayfield froze forever. Those who have dared to step into Grayfield in modern times describe strange experiences. Watches and phones freeze at 3:15. No voice, no footsteps, no sound at all. Some have seen faint, ghostly silhouettes. A woman carrying groceries frozen mid-step. a child running with a ball suspended in midair, a man waving from a train window locked in place, but when approached, the figures vanish as if they were never there. And there is always the whisper, a faint, barely audible voice that drifts through the air. Leave, before silence takes you. Grayfield still exists on paper maps today, yet satellite images show only a black, shapeless blur. No streets, no houses, nothing. Local truck drivers tell stories of the night highway. If you take the wrong exit, an unmarked road appears. At the end of it, the old rusted Grayfield sign, and once you see it, you cannot ignore it. No one knows what truly happened in Grayfield. Was it a secret experiment, a supernatural curse, or a town consumed by silence itself? One fact remains certain: every person who has ever sought the truth has never returned. And now the question is yours. If you were driving one night through the forests of Maine and you saw that sign, barely visible through moss and decay, reading, "Welcome to Grayfield," would you keep driving, or would you stop and step into the town where time ended and silence will never let you go?